Hey everybody, Bardley Briquette here. I'm a 41-year-old civil engineer, transportation engineer, and I don't get to play video games very many hours a week, probably a good 10 to 18. It's probably I max out around 18 a week. Anyway, I've been playing my whole life, you know, the story, and only recently been getting into these Souls games. I tried Demon Souls when it first came out, and I tried to, you know, go through that game with a perfect run, and I think I jinxed myself because I made it so hard trying to get that first perfect run with the guide that they produced and let out when they first released Demon Soul games, and it got so frustrating doing everything just right to hit all the highlights of that game in one run that I gave up about halfway through, and I never went back to Souls games until Elden Ring came out, and I had a good buddy who played through it and loved it, and he went back and played all the Souls games and loved all of them and convinced me, hey, you know, I should give this a second try. So here I am. I've played through Elden Ring, really awesome, and it made me want to go back through these other Dark Souls games. I beat Demon Souls, and here I am playing Dark Souls for the first time in 2023. I also decided to make some videos for the first time in 2023, other than a couple scattered ones I've done before. But I really want to, you know, try to put a little creativity in some of the gaming I do, and just have fun with people and help people enjoy their day, if they can, watching me do my stupid thing. So here I am at a bonfire in the Darkroot garden, and I've got this little grind run I like to do. I always play Magic. For better or for worse, you know, parrying and you know, blocking and counterattacking is just not my thing. It's just way too intense to keep that up, especially when I work long days, you know, high stress. I don't want to be super stressed out when I'm playing a game. These games are notoriously difficult, and I do end up getting that adrenaline nonetheless, but I play with Magic. I like being removed. I don't like being up front. That's probably some reflection on my psychology, but it is what it is, and I imagine there's a lot of other people out there like that. So, this is a Magic run. I've already built up quite a number of levels. Level 43, you know, I got high intelligence, I got high everything. Part of it's thanks to this run. I also got help from my buddy and help from the internet, and I, you know, freed Griggs, and I got all these really awesome soul arrows. So, carrying these around, and they definitely help with this run. I'm currently, you know, just saving up souls to, you know, use the blacksmith to level up my gear right now is what I'm doing. Because I've already got all the souls I want. I know a couple places I want to go to explore, but I want to be fully ready. I love it when I get to a new area and I can just, like, not be so stressed out because I'm like one-shotting or two-shotting enemies, and then, you know, get to the boss and sometimes can even kill him my first try because I'm so overpowered. So, you know, shoot me if that's not your playstyle. I'm not really a good player, but I'll tell you, I have a lot of fun. So back to the grind. So this bonfire behind a fake wall here in the Darkroot garden, fairly easy to get to once you get to the blacksmith. You know, it's down past the Titanite demon. It just depends. These dang maps are so crazy. Like, that's one definite impression that I have, is just how hard it is to memorize where I'm at in Dark Souls. Definitely compared to Elden Ring, which had a lot of help from maps, but also even compared to Demon Souls, which at least the levels were a little bit separate. and not so interconnected, it is seriously like taxed my brain to try to figure out where I am and where I'm going in this game. So, made it here, realized it's a good place to farm. There's a bunch of bushmen that give you 100, but there's several, let's see, how many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 lumbering giant stone knights down here that are worth 600 apiece. That's 3,000 right there, and then you get, another 700 killing the bushmen. So 3,700, pretty good. I can do this run in about 3 minutes when I'm not babbling onto my controller. So what I start off with is these great soul arrows. It's the second level up. It's like the first new spell you get after soul arrow. And for me, it one-shots these bushmen. I'd imagine you don't have to be as high as level as I am to one-shot with this spell. Even if you just have the original soul arrow, you can do this, and it's only 2 shots a guy. So, I mean, you can use this to gain a lot of levels, is what I'm saying. I've basically gone from like level 15 to almost level 50 here. So one-shot these guys. They're not who I'm really after anyway. To kill the guys I am after, I go up to this heavy soul arrow. The great heavy will also work, but no need for that, that's overkill. So he's gonna start to slowly stand up here. His head nods forward. Right after his head nods forward, you can start casting your spell. And there's quite a big window you can do it, and he won't be able to move or do anything, and he'll flop over dead like that. Back to the weaker spell. Come up here, helps bop this guy on the head to wake him up, so you can kill him without waking anybody else up. Come over to his friend over here. Sometimes you get lucky, you can bop this guy without waking the giant up, and I did it! Yay! Kick it back up to a heavy one, because he got this big old guy to deal with. Head nods forward, shoot my spell, dead. Now I gotta beat those same guys again here. I could go around and pick off at least one of them at a time, but I'm not gonna do that. It's just as easy for me now to take these 2 guys out first, and then kick over to the big spell and hit this guy. He's gonna try to bind me up, but too late. You just kind of keep going this way with the cliff and the stone wall to your right. There's another guy, head nods forward. Hit him with a heavy. Sometimes these guys drop some shields. I don't know, at some point that might be useful to me. It's sure not now. Head nods forward, and bam. So I hope that helps somebody. Like, even if it just helps one person, it will tickle my heart. Love y'all, everybody. See you later.